Hello, it's Deb here from Not a Rehearsal. I love books and I couldn't possibly create a blockbuster life without including books in my life. I can live without a TV very, very easily, but I can't cope without books. I have to have bookshelves everywhere, bookcases. And it was a real struggle for me when years ago when I had to downsize. I had to downsize my books. I went from having 5, maybe 6 bookcases to at that time having just a couple of shelves. Now I've got 2 bookcases. And I think it took me longer to actually sort through what books were going to stay and what were going to go to charity than it did to pack my entire house. And I can remember as a child being told off for not hearing my parents call me in for tea, or not being aware that somebody had asked me a question because I had my nose stuck in a book. I have always turned to books at difficult times in my life, when I've wanted to learn more about a subject, when I've wanted to escape, when I've wanted to learn about an area that I'm looking to travel to. I will buy a book. One of my personal dreams is to have a house where I have a study large enough that the entire wall can be filled with books. I have a friend who actually has her own reading room. I can't tell you how inordinately jealous I am of that room. But I also know that if that was me, you wouldn't see me in any other part of the room because I would spend my whole time sitting and reading. I cannot get enough of reading. Whether it's for pleasure, whether it's for business, whether it's for education, I have always got a book on the go. Usually I've got 3 on the go. Try as I might, I can't really get to grips with the Kindle. It's great for travelling. I can have a load of books on the Kindle at once, but I don't choose to use that. There's something about the smell, about the feel of books that, oh, it's wonderful. It's like a great big hug, curling up in a big armchair with a mug of tea or a glass of wine, reading a book. There's nothing like it. I'd love to know what your favourite books are. Can you live without books, or do you prefer the TV? And I have a bit of a confession to make. When I go into somebody's house, I'm on the lookout for their bookcase because it tells me so much about them. And if I don't see books there, my heart sinks a little and I feel quite sad for them. I don't judge them because we all have different things we like, but I feel sad. I feel that they are missing out on so much enjoyment because they don't have books. I'd love to know what books do for you, what your favourite books are. What's your favourite novel? What's your favourite business book? What's your favourite self-help book? I never expected that one day I would have books of my own on my bookshelf, and I do. It's a dream come true. If you're interested in those books, you can get them by clicking the link below or visiting notarehearsal.co.uk/books. I'd love to know what books are your favourites, and maybe I can add them to my bookcase too. See you soon.